All right, hi, sixth grade mathematicians. Here we are. We're going to be taking a look at Chapter 11, Lesson 2. We're going to be talking about the median and mode, also known as the measures of center. So go ahead and get yourself set up while I get set up, and we're going to take a look at 817. Okay, so while you're looking at 817, we're going to go ahead and get started right away. We're going to talk about the measures of center. So taking a look at this. Whoops, let me get my pen going here. There we go. All right, the measures of center. A data set can also be described by its median or mode. Yesterday, we talked about mean, which we'll come back to. But now we're going to talk about the mean, the median, and the mode are called the measures of center because they describe the center of data. So let's take a look at the measures of center. Again, you have mean, median, and mode. We have done mean. So remember when we write the word mean, okay, we actually write it with those evil eyes, okay, with the evil eyes, because again, remember you have to, that the mean means the average, and how you get the average is you add all the numbers, then you divide. That's my quick way of just putting add, then divide. Add up all of the numbers and then divide by the total. Median. When we see the word median, we are going to write it like this. We are going to write it as M-E-D space I-A-N. See how there's 3 letters on one side and 3 on the other. So on one side you have M-E-D, on the other side you have I-A-N. So the median is known as the middle number. Whoops. Middle number. Okay, and then the mode. We are going to write the mode like this. We are going to write mode. Okay, and the mode means the number that occurs the most. So the number that occurs the most. Okay, so it is the number that occurs the most. So let's jump right on into some problems so we can see how this actually all plays out when we're dealing with a set of data. All right, again, right here, if you want the true definitions of median and mode, let's take a look. It says the median is a list of values. Of a list of values is the value appearing at the center of the sorted version of a list, or the mean of 2 central values is the list contains an even number of values. So it's basically putting your numbers in order from least to greatest, and then going 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, until you get to that middle number. That is the median. Hence why when we see the word median, it's going to be written like that. Okay? The mode, just add a couple of O's to help you remember that it is the number that occurs the most often. So let's take a look down here. We're going to go ahead and start with 2, okay? Now, it says, Dina recorded her scores on 7 tests in the table. Find the median and the mode of the set of data. So the first thing that you must do is you must order the numbers in order from least to greatest, always. Whenever you get a set of data, they go in order from least to greatest. What do they go in order from? Least to greatest. Okay, so we're going to put these numbers in order from least to greatest. So I'm going to start with 85, and when you're done, cross it off. Okay, the next one looks like 88. Cross it off. That way I know that I'm using all of them and not forgetting any. We've got 90. We've got a 93. We've got another 93. We've got a 94. And then we have a 97. So they are all in order from least to greatest. Okay. Now it says circle the number in the center. So how do you do that? Well, you're just going to go, actually I'm going to do a lighter color. You're just going to go from one end, from your greatest to your least, and cross them off. So I always go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. What number is directly in the center? 93. So our median is 93. Okay, again, the median is the middle number. So you want to make sure you're looking for that middle number. All right, the next one, the mode, the number that occurs the most often. Let's see, do I have any numbers that repeat? When I'm looking at my set of data, I see that 93 repeats twice. I don't see any other numbers that repeat, so therefore, my only mode that repeats the most is 93, okay? All right, easy enough, right? Let's take a look at this next one. It says, the list shows the number of stories in the 11 tallest buildings in Springfield. Find the median and the mode of the set of data. So first, let's write median, okay, equals, and then let's write mode, write some O's some couple of times, equals, so we know that we get both of what we need. First things first, put them in order from least to greatest. So looking at these, I see 17, and then 19, and you should be doing this and crossing them off, 20, 21, 24, then it looks like we have 30, then it looks like 33, 37, 38, and then 40, and 40. By crossing them off as you go along to put them in order from least to greatest, number one, it ensures that you are not going to make a mistake in forgetting a number. Number two, if you leave a number out, it's going to mess up all of your answers. It's going to mess up your mean, it's going to mess up your mode, it's going to mess up your median. It will mess everything up. So you want to make sure you go through and cross off every single one while you're working. Okay, so now I'm going to go through and we're going to find the mode. So I'm going to cross off 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 until I get to that middle number. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Well, that one's easy. Again, I only have one number in the middle. We're going to talk about if we have two numbers in the middle, which will happen, okay? So my median is 30. Now the mode, the number that occurs the most, let's see. I don't have any other 24s, but it does look like I have two 40s and that's it. So my mode, the number that occurs the most is 40. All right. Now, like I said, what happens when we have two numbers that are in the middle? Let's take a look at that. Now, take a look. It says find the median, the mode of the temperatures displayed in the graph. So when you look at this, you see that there's four numbers, okay? They are in order right here from least to greatest. So they have 55.8, then they have 58.2, then they have 64.4, and then they have 71.2. So when you go through to find your median, your middle number, 1, 1, you can't cross off because there's two left and then you're stuck without a median. How you find the median when you have two numbers? You are going to add these two together and then divide by 2. So you're going to take your two middle numbers that are your median, add them together, which is going to give you 122.6, and then you divide it by 2. So basically, you are finding the mean of those two numbers because you're going to add, then divide. And when you do that, you'll see that you get 61.3. Okay, now let's actually put that into practice down below here. Okay, it says find the median and the mode of these numbers. So let's put them in order from least to greatest. Okay, and I'm trying to figure out where I want to make the most work. I think I'm going to slide this over a little bit. Okay, so putting them in order from least to greatest. And actually, I think on this one, since we have so many digits, I'm actually, instead of lining them up horizontally, I'm going to go ahead and line them up vertically from least to greatest. You can totally do that. So I'm just going to do that just for the sake of I've got room right here rather than going horizontal. Okay, so the first one is 16.78. And then I'm going to cross that one off. Looks like the next one is 18.38. I'm going to cross that one off. The next one after that looks like 22.89. Cross that one off. 28.54. Cross that one off. Oops, I'm sorry. That should be 26. Should be 26.79 first. And then it should be 28.54. And then 31.42, and then 48.75, and then 51.25. Okay, again, same thing here. You're going to go through and you're going to find the median, okay? Find that middle number. So cross, 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 cross. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay, now notice I have got 2 right here that are the median. So what do I need to do? I need to add those up. So I'm going to take 26.79 and I'm going to add it with 28.54, and I'm going to do that really quick because I didn't write it down, I just wrote my answer down, so I need to go ahead and do this really quick. So 26.79 plus 28.54, which gives me a total of 55.33, but since there's 2 of them, I'm going to divide that by 2. Perfect. I'm going to divide that by 2, which gives me a total of 27.665. Let's take a look, and it says it's a cost of a backpack. So since we're doing the median and we're talking money because it's a cost of a backpack, I'm going to turn this into dollars. So $27, and I'm going to take this 5 and round that up and 67 cents. Now let's find the mode. Okay, great commercial break, right? Okay, so phone call answered, moving on. So now we're going to find the mode. Okay, which number occurs the most? In any of these numbers, do any of the cost of the backpacks repeat? No. So guess what you write? You do not write 0. If you write 0, that tells me that the cost of a backpack, the one that occurs the most, is $0. You have to write none. 0 is a number, so you cannot write none. You have to write 0. Okay, I think that is probably plenty of information about the median and the mode, okay? I don't think we need anything else. I think you guys have it. Again, you're talking about measures of center, so you're talking about mean, really grumpy because you have to add up all those numbers and then you have to divide by the total, and then you have the median, MED space IAN, and that means the middle number. And then you have the mode, the one that occurs the most often. So the number that you see the most often. Okay, you guys are good to go on measures of center. Good work.